Welcome to Scenes from a Hat. How's everybody doing out there in television land? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to have a good time? Well, you've come to the right place. This is Scenes from a Hat, the Minnesota improvisational comedy show featuring all Minnesota talent. And why don't we meet them right now? In chair number 1, we have M.A. Dorfler. In chair number 2, we have Emma VOELS. In chair number 3, Benjamin MANTHEY. And chair number 4, we have REMY ARGENTUM. Welcome to Scenes from a Hat. It's our last episode of our Christmas season, our holiday season, our Hanukkah season, our Kwanzaa season. I think I covered them all. We're glad that you've tuned in. And we're going to play some games here and watch some comedy improv take place. And the way that this is played is we're going to draw some scenes out of this pretty hat and let our comic players work their magic on them. But before we do that, we always warm up with a little game we call Questions Only. So let's get everybody down onto the acting carpet. Questions Only is played where the contestants speak to each other only in questions. If they happen to mess up, I will buzz them out. They will go to the back of the line, and the new person in will start with another question. But before we can get started, we need a situation or a scenario for these people to be in from our studio audience. So let's have a good one.
Checking in at an airport.
Checking in at an airport might be a little pedestrian, but who knows? There's some comic possibilities there. So why don't we get started? Checking in at an airport. Take it away.
Is this where I process my explosives?
Why would you have that?
Why would you ask me something like that? Can't you see I'm a terrorist?
Should I call security?
Could you please have your arms out like this?
Why?
Can't you tell a random scan when you see one?
I'm sorry, sir.
What do you do here?
Don't you know?
Would I have asked if I knew?
Can you keep a secret?
Are secrets worth keeping?
I think I was fired a while ago and I can't think of a question to put that into.
Just what do you think you're doing here?
What do I think I'm doing here?
Rhetorical.
Yeah.
How many hands?
You ready to look through the suitcases?
Are you ready to look through the suitcases?
What do we have here?
What in the world?
Can you even wear this?
What size do you think I am?
Does it look flattering on me?
What do you think?
What are you doing with that suitcase?
What plane does this belong on again?
Wasn't the number 567?
Were you playing with tags again?
Were there tags for me to play with?
Do I look like I would know that?
Do you know where you are?
What town is this?
Isn't this Phoenix?
Why am I not in Baltimore?
Why would you be in Baltimore?
Can you please just help me find my shoe?
Where do you think you lost it?
Grab a new game out of the hat and see where we go from here. This is World's Worst. Everybody line up at the foot of the stage. We're going to play World's Worst. We're going to get some examples of really, really terrible people who hold various occupations from hither and yon. But before we can play this game, we need some occupation suggestions from our studio audience. So let's get some right now, please.
Air traffic controller.
Air traffic controller. Gardener. All right, I got some good ones here. Some we haven't used before. Why don't we start with world's worst bricklayer?
Oh, I do not want to know what those are made of.
Duped.
Uh-oh.
No, it's too heavy, man. Forget about it.
So am I supposed to use glue or what?
Hey, Ted. Nice, huh? I don't know how to get out of here.
Okay, Fred, let's hide the evidence in here quick.
World's worst air traffic controller.
No, you listen to me. I tell you where to go. You're gonna stay up there for a while, and don't you buzz me off right now. I'm bringing this up with my union.
B3. Hit!
Oh, what's that? Oh, you're on fire? Just land wherever.
No, sweetie, I don't know how she happened to get into that position, but hold on. Yeah, I'm on hold, please. I don't know, some guy saying he wants to land.
There's too many planes! There's too many planes!
Okay, go south. Yep. Oh, what? Oh, ooh. Crash, huh? Ooh. That's for sleeping with my wife.
Let's see what happens when we cross these two paths.
World's worst oral surgeon.
No, dude. All right. You did want crocodile teeth, right?
Alright, I know just how to fix.
This thing. Thanks a lot, Murphy. Alright, there we go. Who's the last one to go? Do yours again.
I know how to fix this.
You know, the mouth is the germiest part of the body, right?
I love playing with the uvula.
And this will just numb the pain.
World's worst fast food server.
Who wanted the burger? Who wanted the burger? Who wanted first?
Hello, goodbye.
So a burger? Okay.
You want fries with that?
You want a shake to go with those fries?
World's worst Supreme Court judge.
Okay, who do I get to kill today?
really don't care. Let's get out of here.
Now, clearly Mr. Nixon is innocent.
You're all out of order. Get out of here.
I replaced Simon.
All right, place your bets. Here we go.
World's worst game show host. Tread carefully.
Bang, 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 bang!
And our next contestant is... No, you in the elf costume.
Welcome back to Family Feud. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you.
You're too young to do that joke.
I got it. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Today on Wheel of Torture, we're going to feature thumb screws.
No, I buy the bowels.
No, I'm sorry. There's no prizes. We ran out of money.
All right, who's ready to play? Come on.
World's worst improviser.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not good.
Nate, line.
There it is.
So then I said, wait a second. Don't do that.
You know what? I came here for the screen time.
What time's lunch?
Huh?
Hey! So what's with this airline food?
I'll have you know I can only do Broadway theater.
End scene! All right, audience, it's time to pick a winner of that game. How many think MA won the last game?
Yay!
Emma! Ben! Remy! Uh-oh. I think Remy picks up his first win of the day. Congratulations, Remy. All right, let us grab another scene out of this pretty orange hat and see where the comic gods take us. It is quiz show, everybody. Quiz show. Let's set up for quiz show. Remy, you are going to be the host of a fictional quiz show. The rest of our contestants are going to be players on said quiz show. But first, we need a good game show name from the studio audience. Something quirky and, well, rife with comic opportunity. No.
Name that polygon.
Years in Pig Latin.
What's, Karen?
Name that polygon.
There we go. It is Name That Polygon, hosted by Remy and performed by M.A., Emma, and Ben. Take it away.
Welcome back to Name That Polygon! As you know, I am your host, Red Rocket. And joining me are my host, our fellow contestants. Please state your name and occupation.
My name is Tilly Eats, and I'm a proctologist.
Ooh. I bet you get all sorts of wonderful stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have time to listen to them all.
Okay.
And you, miss.
I am Fly Hairway.
And what do you do,
I
Fly?
am a salon specialist.
No kidding. That's quite hair racing. And you, sir, down at the end.
I'm Harold Milfbanger, but you can call me Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry. And what do you do for a living?
Well, isn't it obvious?
I think we'll move on from there. Now, as how the game goes, we will show you multiple different kinds of polygons. Your job is to buzz in and give us your answer. Now let's look over at the screen. This particular polygon is quite popular in, is it farming situations? Farming situations. Yes.
Dirt.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
Brown dirt.
Judges? That is correct. Yes. Now this particular polygon is found when you least expect it. Harry.
What is an equilateral quadrilateral?
Surprisingly, yes. Moving on. This particular polygon is where you find your host standing. What? Fly.
Your table.
Correct. Well, with that, we are at a dead heat, and we move on to the lightning round. You have, until my sandwich gets here, to name as many of these polygons as possible. Go!
Beep. Circle.
No.
An isosceles ham sandwich.
I'll take that. I'm hungry. The other, that one was blowfish. Blowfish. And with that, we are out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful night tonight. And remember, when you think of fun, think of Name That Polygon! Good night, everybody!
Thank you very much, Flares! Very, very, very good job, and I bet you can't wait for that to come on HBO. Let's move right along and grab another scene out of the hat. That is, after all, what the show is named and how we play the game. Okay, this is going to be 2 restaurants. We're going to set up for 2 restaurants. The way that this game is played is we have 2 restaurants with 2 different characters and 2 different scenarios in which comedy will ensue, but we need to get some great suggestions from our studio audience once we get this game set up. We're also going to need a waiter from the studio audience. And how about Kenton? Why don't you come up and... Oh, okay, sorry. How about Lauren? Why don't you come up and be our waitress for this particular game? And you can stand in the middle until we give you your quirk, as it were. And now for the restaurant there with Mr. Ben and Miss M.A. What is their relationship, please, audience? We've had enough of that today. Let's do another one.
A veterinarian and their most prominent client.
A veterinarian and their most prominent client. Okay, and why would they be out to dinner?
The vet lost his dog.
The vet lost his dog and is trying to find a gentle way to break it to him. Okay? And how about Emma and Remy? Let's give them a situation.
Star Wars Uber fan.
Star Wars Uber fans. And they are and one of them got the last limited edition action figure and the other doesn't know it yet. And let's give the waitress a quirk that she can work in, a personality, an obsession, something of...
short-term memory.
She has no short-term memory. Like that a lot. Lauren, you can take your starting position in front of the tree there. And how about we start with the veterinarians there on the left and take it away.
Now, I know you just brought him in to get him fixed, but I got some bad news.
What?
Well, it seems like we kept the wrong end.
Pardon?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of your first convention?
Oh, it was fantastic. I got the best action figure ever.
No kidding. What? Tell me.
Oh, it's such a controversy if I tell you, though.
Oh, come on. Who bought you that ticket? Come on.
Okay, I'll tell you. It was Jar Jar.
Really? You got the Sith Lord Jar Jar?
Yes.
You were the one.
Won't you be happy for me?
How can we?
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, he was there in post-op, and I was getting ready to take the stitches out, and all of a sudden, I got on the gas again, and before you know it, I come out of it, he's gone.
Come on, you lost my dog. How could you do that?
It's a common mistake.
So, all you had to do was wait in a line? You just waited in a line. Do you happen to know how many times I had to scour the internet? How many times I had to look at vendors? Do you even realize that
Here's
I...
some consolation candy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was looking at a plate of beef with broccoli and egg foo youngs, and it looked just like him.
It's okay. Everything will be fine.
If you were going to act that way, why should we stay friends?
Well, maybe that were the case. So why don't you just pay me my $150 for the ticket?
Oof. Well, I don't know. I can't deal with you.
You know, all this tragedy has really brought us together.
I know.
How'd you like to end up back at my place?
Yeah, we should go.
All right.
And scene! That's where you're supposed to like clap and Very good job, all contestants. Which restaurant won? How about the veterinarian restaurant? What'd you guys think of that one?
Come on.
And how about the Star Wars Uber fans? Uh-oh, it sounds like it's a dead heat. We're going to have to find a way to break this tie, so we better draw another game out of the hat and see what happens. Okay, this is Stand, Sit, Bend. Why don't we play this with Ben, Remy, and MA. Let's get them onto the acting carpet. This is a game where we play a scenario in which somebody must be standing, somebody must be sitting, and somebody must be bending over, and nobody can be doing the same thing at the same time, and everybody must be doing at least one of those at any given time. But we need a good scenario from the studio audience as to what may happen here, or where they might be, what the situation is. Studio audience.
Butterfly collecting.
They are butterfly collecting, and a rare species happens to float by. Okay, so we've got the butterfly scenario here with Stand, Sit, Bend. Take it away.
Look, it's a blue-tailed gossamer wing thing.
I think I found a really nice monarch over here.
Ooh. Hey, Dibs!
Oh, don't you dare! Oh, come on!
Wonderful specimen right here. Who wants it? Who wants it? Come on, come on.
It needs formaldehyde.
Oh man! What are you doing? We're supposed to be working together.
I don't know why I bothered doing this. My collection is practically complete.
Well, you gotta get the rare ones too, and those are closer down to
No,
the
you know what? There. How do you like a net there?
Oh
jeez.
man! Hey,
I think my migraine's gone. Thank you.
I think you got one under your shoe.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Oh man!
Oh,
That's just wrong.
Yeah, that's not gonna come out easy.
That was
Come on.
That was a rare yellowback Zephlbit.
Is your shoe okay though?
Well, let me check here.
That's disgusting.
Oh, hey. Oh!
And scene. Clap and All right, let's move on to our last game here. Last game of the day. And this is foreign film dub. And what we're going to do here is we're going to dub a foreign film. With everybody down on the acting carpet, let's have Emma and Ben will be performing the film, and Remy and MA will be narrating, dubbing, translating for the actors. And they've already picked who they're going to translate for. First of all, we need a foreign language in which this film will be presented.
Japanese.
What was that?
Japanese.
Japanese, an excellent suggestion. And we need a title of the movie that is going to be translated for us.
My love died in a bonsai tree.
My love died in a bonsai tree. Translated and performed And take it away.
Domodo. Isagelis.
I have to wonder, what happened to my beautiful bonsai tree?
Oh, sayo bakina.
It went into the tree.
Yoroshiku onogiashimasu.
You know how much I favored that bonsai tree. It was my father's.
Kyoto. Toshiba. Mitsubishi.
Why can't you just make a new tree?
Hitachi. Oh, sushi.
Do you see these shears? I used them. They were my mother's.
Origato.
Thank you for telling me that information.
Mr. Roboto.
I am leaving you. His name is Mr. Roboto.
Sayonara. Koshiman.
I'm so glad to see you go, Goshiman.
Chicken dim sum.
You called my bluff. Please, don't leave me.
Simo. Kato dushu.
Why would you ever think I would leave you?
Bonsai.
I didn't even need it to translate.
Wow, damn it. A small bonsai tree at Christmas. What a wonderful episode you've tuned in for. And unfortunately, that's the last game of the day, so it falls upon the studio audience to choose tonight's winner. How about MA? Who thinks MA is the winner of today's game? How about Emma? How about Benjamin? How about Remy? It's a Christmas miracle. Everybody wins today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Scenes from a Hat. This was the last episode of 2017. We'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.